Welcome to another episode of Bad Intentions Podcast, the best in the motherfucking West. I am the owner of the Boys Ranch, Baby Sheila.
Is that right? Okay. I'm some kin to her, but I didn't know I was that.
Is the Boys Ranch up and running still?
I don't know.
I'm the boss of the sugardaddy.com, baby. You know
Okay, you feel me? Pop your collar. And we have a special guest with us. We have Miko, a.k.a. Young Meek, a Sacramento legend. He's the one who put the birds in the pot. Meek.
Yeah.
You know, I've been doing my homework.
Yes.
How you been?
Blessed and highly favored.
Yeah? I'm happy you're here.
I'm glad to be here.
Sacramento legend.
That part.
Who put Sac on the map?
Oh yeah, Emily doesn't like that. That sounds gay.
Are you like me, Meek, when they start talking all that exuberant, shit I done? I'd be like, man, come on, they can see it already.
Right.
It's in you.
All you gotta do is strike up a conversation.
It's in me, not on me.
Right.
Right.
Well, it's all over me. I'm just like a flower today because I'm growing.
Oh yeah, you didn't put the things on your head
Yes,
and everything. You didn't transform.
Yes.
Bloomed.
Yes.
She went in the bathroom and bloomed.
Indeed. We don't
My
have.
mic is not on. DiCaprio.
DiCaprio.
My mic is not on.
Oh yeah, because you got the headphones on, so you can hear that it's not on.
You got to talk into the mic
You gotta
too,
talk
my
into
nigga.
the mic.
They got it. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
I gotta do this.
You can adjust it. Don't act brand new.
Come on.
You've
fix
been
me
here
up.
before.
It's probably just because you can't hear you.
Yeah, I wanted to see what DiCaprio
Okay.
looked like.
Yeah, that's DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Nice name.
Yeah, that's his agent name.
Yeah.
That's his agent.
So that's not your real name.
No.
They just gave you that.
Oh,
Yes,
they said he looked
Leonardo.
like that.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
DiCaprio, yeah.
So that's what we go for. We're gonna
Okay.
keep all this footage, by the way.
Okay, that's
But
good.
as
I
long
guess.
as you talk over it, it makes sense.
You know what to do.
Such a nice white man.
Yes, indeed. That's one of my favorite servants right there, DiCaprio.
Oh, shit.
Anywho, how have you been, Meek? What's going on? How was your week?
It was a little slow and hot.
Yes,
Hot as hell.
it was
Yeah, it
hot.
was hot.
I can't get it. It's hot. It's too hot. It's too hot. AC stay on in my house.
Yes. How about you, mommy? How was your week?
My week was okay. I stayed in because it was so hot,
Right, the heat wave.
and keep my blood pressure and stuff down. And I'm reading some good books, and I'm just doing a lot of reading and
Yeah,
stuff
lucky,
like that. Yeah,
lucky.
and looking on Facebook at people, crazy people, and
Sending me
stuff.
fights, showing me bitches' hair
I
getting
live a very
blurred.
cool, laid back life. I don't make no, fuss
She's not
over
in the
that.
cartel anymore.
Right.
Lucky.
I do a lot of phone stuff, on the phone.
Ordering shit,
I do that too.
Amazon.
I've ordered a
Amazon
few
Queen.
Yes.
Yeah. I
Stay
don't know.
on.
I just got a thing for stuff coming to the door.
I like that. I think Amazon.
Hey,
is
but
a
where I
great
live, baby, it don't put on no door. We got a Amazon box where
Hey.
we go out and get our stuff out of there.
The locker.
Oh, locker, because too much stuff has been coming up missing from off the
Oh,
porch,
no,
right?
no,
Right.
no. I can
Lightweight.
leave a package on my door for 3 days and be out of town and won't nobody touch it.
Ooh.
We all Muslims
Gated
live in the
community?
building, first of all.
Oh, okay.
Nice, nice apartment.
Her building has a lot of Muslims on her side.
Yeah.
Okay, well, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, rahmatullah. Free Big Rock, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
Rock. We was watching SAC TOWN RAW. I had a few of my partners came over last night that came home from prison doing life, and we had a little get together and a nightway celebration, and we watched it, and and Rock was on there.
Oh,
Watching
I
Rock.
remember seeing him on Sac Town Rock or whatever that
Sac
is.
Town Raw.
Sac
That's
Town
I
Meek's
used to
show.
watch that.
That's
Is
Meek's.
that right?
Yeah.
Meek's show right
Ooh,
there.
That was years ago.
That was years ago.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
long as you think.
Yeah, it is. It is long as you
It's
think
long.
because
Okay,
my
it was
daughter
before
walked in the
Trill
room.
TV, right? It was
was
before
same
that,
time.
right?
Same timeline. Same
Same
timeline.
time.
Was filming.
What
around
was
the same
that one
time.
where those two dudes was doing the MC? Heavyset guy and the tall guy. And
Was it?
they was on TV doing what is I
It
can't.
could have been. It was so many because we had Trill TV 1, Trill TV 2, Sac Town Raw. We had the Oakland Gone Wild. We had 23,109. So exposition speed. We had Yuck Mouth had one.
Yep, because Yuck Mouth is
Yuck
all
what-
through SAC. He's on SAC Town Raw.
Yeah,
he was trying to get that footage from me too. I was like,
Really?
Yeah, he wanted that footage, but I was like, nah.
Okay, we're gonna get into that. Let's start with my daily news real quick. My real daily news. The Queen Elizabeth II, she has died at 96. What do you guys think about that?
Hey, rest in peace, man. I want that diamond in her old ass head. The biggest diamond ever mined.
Really?
Yeah, she got that diamond.
Really?
She got that diamond somewhere.
I wonder who gets that.
Charles ass.
Her son,
Charles
right?
Oh, that's right, Charles. Okay.
Or does the monarchy own it? I don't know. It's not my business. It's above my pay grade, but I want it.
You want that? I want the queen status while the bitch gone. I mean, whoops.
It's
Hey.
your world.
Oh,
Hey,
I didn't
can
want
you
to
do
call
that?
her
You can
that.
call her a bitch. What's wrong? Shit, they
I
done
don't want them
disrespected my
stoning my
entry.
house.
What?
Shit.
Cats with them big hairy hats gonna show up at your door.
Yeah, shit.
Stomping and kicking with them shiny black
Shit.
boots and them red coats on.
I'm worried about Asada Shakur. I ain't worried about that bitch.
All
And
right,
I'm gonna say it.
They were
how I
saying
say
long
it.
as it wasn't Queen Latifah.
You feel
Whoa.
me? You feel me though? For sure. For sure.
Yeah, that's my
Long as it
queen.
wasn't
Exactly.
Queen Latifah.
Shit, we celebrating that
Dana.
white lady like that, cheering for her. We got our nerve.
I didn't
Y'all
know
can't
her.
tell me when Aretha
Like
Franklin
when
died.
Diana died, they were saying, oh, thank God it wasn't Oprah.
Yeah.
Whoa. Oprah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Oprah go, we gonna
Thank
be
God
sick.
it wasn't Oprah.
We gonna be sick if something happened to Oprah.
Why?
Man,
Shit,
I
you
wouldn't
better
give a
hope
damn
nothing
about
happened to
Oprah
me.
either. She
Shit.
ain't passed
Oprah-
nothing to me.
Oprah, I mean,
I'm
she a
not in
factor.
Chicago. I'm not benefiting nothing Oprah got going.
That's what I'm saying.
She's
shit.
just another black lady. God
She's
bless
a
her.
factor. Y'all
She
know
is
y'all
a
like
factor,
Oprah.
that's
in her
for
own
sure.
way, I like Oprah. I like
She
you know,
cool, huh?
She get it in.
Who gonna shake? Who gonna like fuck y'all up if they was a celebrity and they died?
Obama.
Okay. Who you got, Meek?
Shit, I don't know. It ain't Obama though, cause
You don't like Obama?
Obama ain't did shit.
But he's so fine and so cool and laid back. Ain't nobody else did nothing to me.
I'm not into men, so
I know it, but
understand.
ain't nobody else did nothing.
Oh man,
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
I can't hear me now. DiCaprio. I know
Ain't
y'all want to
nobody else
sabotage
did
me because
nothing.
my looks.
Hey, you
Everyone
talking about the
fine.
queen. That's it. That's what happens when you talk about the queen.
Yeah.
Oh,
They gonna start sabotaging me? Okay, fuck them all then. Okay,
Feed them decon.
that's right.
Whoa.
It was a heat wave
On their
in North.
toast.
Yes.
Sprinkle a little on their toast.
Yes, I did that to somebody's dog. I'll talk about that later. But anywho, it was a heat wave that broke out in this last week. It was super hot, as we was talking about. It got
Fish
as hot
grease.
as 112,
115.
115.
Yeah, give me all my points.
It was really hot.
What did you guys do to really just kind of say, shit, this is crazy? I felt like it was a ghetto apocalypse. Like, it's over.
Yeah.
It's coming.
I felt it was just Sacramento doing this thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Global warming.
Global warming, yeah.
Global-
I think they're just trying to burn them homeless people off the street. You know,
That's not
They-
funny, but I'm laughing.
They're not going nowhere.
Tim
they
Tips
can,
is
you see, they
cool.
hard though. They can withstand the heat, the
Them niggas
freeze,
is-
the cold, everything.
Everything.
They can stand
outside
everything.
dwelling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They can do that.
They was handling
My
the
heart
heat very
bleeds
well.
for them though.
I watched a homeless guy stand in front of the McDonald's in front of the window, facing the window, and pull his thing out and urinate
Pee.
like it was nothing.
Really?
It was nothing, yeah. And he's been seen shitting on the side of the road
Oh my God.
and everything, and just pulled them pants right up.
You know,
Wow.
It's
I took my kids to.
got an itch.
I took my kids to a beach in San Francisco, and my son's father, he kept saying, "That's a new beach. That's a new beach." And I'm like, "Nigga, no, it ain't. We done been there 3 times, and we ain't never seen nothing." Just so happened this time, the other day, it's a white man naked,
Oh,
totally naked with a backpack on, talking crazy and talking shit. I broke over there to my kids, told them to run up to the
Remember
car.
we seen that man in Berkeley?
Yes.
And I made a U-turn.
So we could see him again with his little
he had a little pink thing
Oh my
sticking
God.
out.
It looked like a thumb attached between his legs. It was crazy.
Yeah.
I
That was
couldn't
sick.
believe he was naked. That's all, you know. He
Yeah,
had
that was
on
in
his
Berkeley.
backpack and some boots. That's all he had
Whoa.
on.
That was in the 90s too.
The audacity of him.
Yeah. You don't see niggas doing that. You don't see niggas doing that type of shit. Okay. Real nigga of the week. Who do you have? Do you have somebody for me, mommy?
I do.
Okay. Who do you got in your magic bag of tricks? Do you have somebody, me?
Yes.
Who do you have while Miss Mama is looking up? She pulled out her little diva bag. Let's see what she got in her diva bag.
She got him in there?
Yeah.
Shit.
I got part of him in here.
Oh.
Okay, look at there.
Okay, what is
I
that?
have this book right here.
Okay.
And this book here,
Soul of a Gangster.
Soul of a Gangster. This is J. Diggs.
Oh, okay.
The raw and uncut
I
story
seen
of
And
it,
J.
this
Jay.
is
Diggs.
a very, very good book.
It's a good read.
Yeah, it's a very good read. If anybody want to read a
Yeah,
good
it's
book,
nice
read
and thick, too.
Soul of a Gangster by J. Diggs. Actually, he even autographed it for me, to Sheila, and he put from one gangster to another.
Whoop.
That's right. I heard that. Yeah,
So-
game recognized game.
That's right, baby. Look,
Niggas
so
do, too.
this is a
And
very
it ain't
good
only
read.
in the Bay, man.
That's right. You write a book, I'm going to blow yours up, too.
You know, I've been thinking about that.
You
Yeah.
I've been
should.
thinking
They
about
always
that.
try to
I can
get
remember
me-
my first day at school. That's where it's going to start.
Really?
Really?
Oh,
Yes.
you tight, baby. You could
Yes.
then write that book.
Ooh.
Yes. I
That's
remember-
pretty good.
Yes. I remember
Very, very
my mama
good
came
read.
and got
Soul
me
of
from
a
the front
Gangster.
yard.
Really?
I was outside playing with them old school, them wooden Lego lock. They used to come in a little tube. And she said, "You want to go to school?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Come on." She had on some cut off jean shorts. I remember.
Wow.
Yeah, before the Daisy Dukes days. She had on some cut off jean shorts. I remember. 'Cause
May
I remember
that
little
be your
things
first
hanging from
page.
them. That's gonna be the first. That's
That's my brother
first
Guy
thing.
S. is one of my bookmarkers.
Yes.
Right.
May he rest in
Alhamdulillah,
peace.
rest in peace.
What'd you like about the book,
The
Mom?
book is very good. This is MEEK talking. This
That's
ain't-
Diggs.
I'm sorry.
It's all
This
good.
is Diggs talking.
That's what I
how
liked
people
about it.
Talk.
Uh-huh.
They don't. It's not. Don't appear to be narrated by somebody else and all that shit.
Right.
He's talking to us. We all
Okay.
sitting down talking.
Yeah, it's
And
a really
another
good
thing
read.
about Meek is the family bond they have, with his aunts and his mom and his sisters. And
Right.
they look out for him,
He's the only boy too.
for sure.
wow.
They look out
Yeah,
for him.
he had all sisters.
Very close relationship with his mother and his aunts.
Shout
and
out to
his
Miss
sisters
Betty, his mom.
and stuff like that. And I want to have Miss Betty in here
Yes.
on the podcast talking to her because she's a gangster too. 'Cause,
Yes.
when I went to get this book, we went to a book signing, and it was like 112 in that
Ooh,
room.
honey, it was blistering.
And Betty told him to sign and get me out of there because it's too hot.
Yeah, it
the
was-
queen might melt in there.
Right.
Me and him took a really cute picture too.
I melted. It
He
was-
got up out of there, got from behind the thing, and came and took a picture with me and
Sure
everything
did.
like that.
Right.
He recognized one,
Yeah.
Recognize a real Don when you see
I
one.
read
There
the
you
book
go.
as well, and what I got from it is he really got railroaded. That's one thing that really
He did.
was surprising to me. They got railroaded. Their whole story and how everything played out. And speaking of that, you have a little fun fact about that. You was on American Gangster, right?
Yeah, with macdre, the Romper Room Gang version. It was a small part. We were just walking down the street. We was at Jeffrey's. We was at Jeffrey's that night, and Dre had a show, and we was in the back hanging out. They didn't even do the show. We was hanging out in the back trying to get in the door, and they didn't let nobody in. So we sat there and fired up and just smoked and waited and hung out. And next thing you know, we was walking down the street, and I ended up on there. It was crazy. They got us walking down the
He
street.
said,
in
I
Oakland.
ended up on there.
They blew my phone up, boy. When that came out, I
Wow.
was like, yeah, that's your boy. You feel me? I was out there with the man, the myth.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, macdre.
Rest in peace to macdre. Tears or die. My book is by my niece, Faith Sanders. It's called Womb.
Ooh, that's a wound.
Wellness Over My Body, Mind, and Spirit. I just got my book today. This is actually,
She mailed it to you?
I bought it off of Amazon. You could buy this book off of Amazon.
Oh, okay.
And this is my real niece. This is a book she wrote. She lives in, I believe, North Carolina. Yeah, she lives in North Carolina
Oh,
now.
Rihanna. Okay.
Yes. And she is a holistic health person that just is basically talking about her journey. She does yoni steams for women.
Ooh.
Yes. So she's really like very healthy. And she said she started the book. Her journal mission was to empower women to direct their energy into something more positive while striving to live a holistic, healthy lifestyle, mind, body, and spirit. So to my baby, Rihanna, aka Faith Sanders, this is her book.
Congratulations.
Yes, I'm so proud of her.
Rihanna,
That
I'm
was
going to
awesome.
read it also.
Yes.
I read everything. I've been reading for 50 years.
Yeah, reading all them
Every
killers and
night.
shit.
Even when I was having, doing my thing, shit, it was a certain time of night. They see me reading. They didn't.
Her
Leave,
knots
leave
would
her
be like,
alone. She reads.
Yeah.
She got that book.
Yeah. I love reading. It's just.
Reading is fundamental.
It is.
Yeah.
Very
It
much
is.
so.
So who's your real nigga of the week?
I got 2 real niggas of the week.
Bust it down.
Savon Griggs and
Okay.
Marvin Mitchell.
Okay.
Yes.
So what makes them your real nigga of the week?
Because they both walked off a couple decades.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Didn't fold, never told. So,
Awesome.
yeah. And they home.
Yes. Well, happy to be home, fellas.
Happy to be home. Call me. I'm single. How old are you?
I'm single, but I'm looking for tricks, baby. I'm ready for some tricks, some white tricks that don't want nothing but to play with my toes or something. He want to eat a salad. Watch me eat a salad.
You men have the craziest fetishes in history.
It gets like that.
You'd be
sometimes.
surprised it's unbelievable. I ain't gonna tell y'all up, but
I was going to say, I'll do a few of them if you pay me. That's,
y'all
I can't
just
get too
want it
kinky.
all done. Y'all done it all.
Shout out to Shorty Low. Rest in peace.
Yes,
to Dun Dun
recipe
It All.
Shorty Low. Done
Yeah.
it all. Well, I love that song.
I love that
I
song.
love that song.
That's the one. Or
Shorty
I
Low was
Come
a
Through.
real one, though.
Oh, he was.
He was a real one for sure.
Shorty Low wasn't playing.
Yes, sir.
When he said, I come through in something real foolish.
Yeah.
And they like.
Uh-huh.
Okay, slap of the week.
Don't
Who
you
do you
just
have?
hate somebody that leave? They
I
just be so
know.
tight. And how you leave, baby?
Yeah,
What?
that was Shorty Low's death was terrible. So who do you have for slap of the week? Who have you been listening to, Meek? Who gets you through the week?
Y'all, they
know.
won't hook up my what's that bitch name?
What's that bitch name?
Siri? No.
Siri?
No. What's the Lexi? No, what's
Alexa.
Alexa? They cut the power off from how the power go out, and
Right.
so they haven't got me back straight. But I haven't
Alexa
heard.
won't check in.
Huh?
Alexa won't check in with you.
I don't know how to reprogram it and stuff. So I haven't heard LTD, and stuff
Oh,
like
your
that.
slap.
I tell you my slap of the week. My slap of the week is MK Bands.
Who is that?
That's AKA Michaela Sanai Yor. That's my daughter.
Okay.
Yeah, they dedicated a song to me on my birthday.
Oh, alhamdulillah. That's
yeah,
nice.
yeah. She blew me away, and it was
That's your 27-year-old?
20.
No, she's
One?
22.
Oh, 22.
22, 632,000.
Mm.
And yeah, they her and one of my young protégés named Lick, they did a
Shout
song.
out to Lick.
Yeah, shout out to Lick. They did a song for me on my birthday, and I didn't even know nothing about it. They sat me down in the king chair.
Oh, they
when
get a
is your
heart-
birthday?
heart.
August 19th.
Oh, okay.
He just had a birthday. Happy belated.
Thank you.
Yeah, happy belated birthday.
Yeah, and it's called I Do It For My Last Name.
Ooh.
And it was wild because all my family, my loved ones, my uncles and aunties was all there. And oh shit.
Did you cry?
I shed a tear. Yeah, I did.
Dad.
I did because
It was special, huh?
It was very special.
Yeah, daughters will do
She
that.
blew me away with that one. I was just like, damn, I was not expecting
That was this one that just passed?
It just passed.
Oh,
Just
that
had a
was really
birthday.
nice.
So they had a big, beautiful dinner for him.
Oh, that's where you guys, they didn't invite me, Meek. You
I
know
didn't
what
go
I'm
to the
saying?
dinner.
You would have said bring your mama, but
Yeah.
she told me it was going to be, bitches in there and
Well,
them
if you come,
clothes
they gonna look at you,
twerking
not
and
me.
doing
So
all that
why
type
the
of stuff.
fuck would I do that?
Yeah.
You gonna take all my niggas, so you have to sit down.
It was a couple of them that probably would have looked at you
Oh, they
twice. Said, hey.
Yeah, they would have been
Tell
on,
them I'm
baby.
single and I'm so sweet, baby.
Okay, psych.
Oh.
She's picky.
You got an uncle?
I have several uncles.
Oh Lord, we'll talk about that
Yeah, we talk
after.
about that after.
So that was very cool that your daughter, MK Bands, that's her rap name.
Yeah, MK Bands.
And she did a song
look her
for
up.
you.
She on YouTube. Yeah.
Okay, what's her Instagram? You know her Instagram?
I don't do none of that, so I don't know none of that. I'm sure it's MK Bands.
It's
See,
MK
that's
Bands.
me. I don't understand all that shit.
I don't know none
They
of
do
that.
you have an
Skyping and
Instagram?
all that.
Negative.
You don't have an Instagram. Do you have a Facebook?
Negative.
Okay.
I'll tell you what I do have.
What?
MySpace.
He said MySpace.
MySpace.
Okay.
Yeah. Does that even work anymore?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Look, even she knows MySpace is out.
MySpace.
I'm learning shit. I gotta go to
Social
school
media is
just
the
to be able
devil.
to talk on the
Yeah,
phone.
social media is the devil's playground for sure.
Yeah.
And I still play on it sometimes.
What is?
Social media, Facebook and
Oh,
Instagram.
yeah.
I was
It's
warned
just-
to stay off of there.
It's wicked.
I just don't like the cameras and the way people, film you and do all that kind of stuff and put you on there and all that shit. Like
that's
when you get
crazy.
into it with somebody at the store, and you start
like-
roasting and, I can't control my mouth and they be like, oh, look at her.
I know I'm on a few little hashtags where I be cussing people out and checking motherfuckers and
Word.
doing all that behind my
I try
kids.
not to do, I'm going to tell you, I have heard in the last month or so, I decided that I was going to try not to cuss so much
Oh.
because,
How's it working out for you?
huh?
How's it working out for you?
I'm trying, but because people just, it's just so,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the old school in me or what. It's just, like they just cuss all in front of you and it's just ignorant.
Yeah,
Grown
I've had
men
that
talk
problem for a
so-
long time.
I like to cuss.
Me too. And
I mean, I don't mind if you do. I'm just saying if I'm gonna try not to.
I would like to not cuss as much, but people tend to get on my nerves.
I know it, Meek. And when they do me like that, I'd start. But just people like take last night for instance. We was at dinner and. This one girl, MF and this and MF and that and
Really?
F and that. Oh, fuck this and that.
Wow,
It's
at
just
the
so
dinner
not
table.
ladylike
That's
anymore.
not ladylike. No, not at all. Not at all.
Who would want to just hear that?
Not too much. Just the time and the place for all
Yeah,
that.
when the
gotta know how to turn it off.
girls is together and we laughing and bitch, shut up, and like that and
Right.
everything. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
just to be, it's just not ladylike.
I don't drink and I don't smoke, so I have to cuss. That's all I got.
Yeah,
I
I hate
give
for
you
a
that,
person
but
to tell
okay.
me I to not cuss and I can't cuss, and it's like I got beat for this, so I'm cussing.
Yeah.
How you gonna tell me not to
I mean,
cuss?
I get it, but it's just me. The way that some people talk is just.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I don't know. I just don't want to do that type of stuff. F this, F that, MF and mother, all that, this, and oh my God, it's way out.
It's just, what I don't like is when certain rappers cuss and everything, or when they do that hand movement to their groin and they be
Yeah, they
I'll
just
be
so
like,
nasty.
You got you fucker. Okay, sorry, because I was about to start cussing. But anywho,
I'm just, I'm just done with it. I just don't feel like I have to do all that.
my slap of the week is Skilla Baby. He's from Detroit. He has a song called Tay Bay Freestyle or Tay B Freestyle. I like that song. You guys will hear it one day. I know you guys don't care about it, but that's my slap of the week. So what is the show of the week? What show have you been watching that you've been tuned into and fixated on?
I've been watching what is it? They're Raising Canaan.
Oh, I don't get into that. That's 50 Cent?
Yeah. I've been watching that.
How come Game's gonna bust 50 Cent in the face when he sees him?
He just looking for some.
That's just
he's just
that's
looking for some
publicity stuff.
Yeah, some likes and some.
Cause he
all
better
that.
leave 50 Cent alone.
He better leave 50 Cent alone, boy.
Yeah.
Boy, gon'
Game just don't have nothing to do but sit up and just mess with people, huh?
Yeah, he takes it there a little bit too much, and I don't know. I mean, he ain't no punk. I can promise you
Well,
that.
I mean, I'm
But,
almost certain he's not, but neither is 50 Cent.
Neither is 50 Cent.
Neither am I.
So, them two
But
bulls.
he just be doing
But
too
the way
much.
he just gonna walk up and slap the shit out of 50
He
Cent.
not gonna
nigga?
slap nothing. He gonna slap
Well,
that boy, and
old boy
he gonna be
slapped
like that
Chris
boy.
Rock.
Yeah,
didn't know
that
that?
shit was staged. He slapped 50 Cent. He gonna be laying on the
You
ground
think
like
that
that
was
boy trying to
staged,
steal
Meek?
Sauce
We
Walker
getting all
chain.
off in the other
He
shit.
gonna be having his whole thoughts on the pavement.
Let's
Oh, I
talk
know
about
it.
that. So,
I know it.
Sauce
You better not mess
Walker-
with 50 Cent.
Negative.
I get into their ass too.
You got too much money to be getting walked up and slapped. That's impossible.
She said, I'll get in his ass too.
I don't think that's gonna.
Yeah, I like
happen.
50 Cent. I like the way he brought Monique back. And
I like 50 Cent a lot. He's my type of guy. He's a shrewd businessman.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's
So
a
is
capitalist.
My son is like that. He's a
Calculated.
shrewd businessman.
Yeah.
You know Omar?
I don't know him, but I know of him.
Oh, okay.
They got the card lot, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a shrewd businessman too.
Hey,
Because you know what? My daddy was a really shrewd businessman.
This is true.
right. With the Cadillac.
Yeah, he really was.
Yes, with the
You didn't
Cadillac.
drive Rolls Royces and own
Rolls-Royce.
2 or 3 apartments on the same block building and not be shrewd. You know what I'm
Tell
saying?
him. Pop,
Yeah.
pop your collar for Pawpaw.
You know, and when I was taking care of my business, I was a shrewd bitch too.
I've heard.
Yeah, but
My
I
mama
think,
too. My mama was cold.
really.
Yeah.
My mama was cold, man.
I think
She
with
was
my
cold.
mom, she had a lot more.
I got compassion.
She
though,
was
for some of
compassionate. She was very
them. I
compassionate.
feed them and you know and all that.
Wake up, give them bumps, double up bumps.
Give 'em,
wake ups.
wake-ups.
Yeah.
Give them
Sleep in
crumbs
my
at the bottom of the
backyard,
bag.
you know,
She was,
stuff like that.
she
I
was
had-
doing it all.
I had pity for him.
Yeah.
I really did.
They
It
lived
was
with
just-
us.
It was just a mess.
They was wearing my clothes and type shit. Oh
Right.
my god, all
Yeah.
my old shoes.
Yeah.
I'm
Rest,
glad my
workers,
kids
though.
went through that because none of them on drugs like that.
congratulations.
I
You
did
know,
a little crystal.
alhamdulillah. You know, none of them is
Not the
you know,
crystal meth.
Yeah, just
on that type of
meth
stuff.
thing,
You
yeah.
know?
Taking apart everything in the house. Got the TV in the front
Yeah, I
yard.
come back, my TV gone, the chair I sit in is gone.
Yeah.
I did a little meth thing here and there.
Got the booty off the big back TV.
Shit. What show have you been watching, Mom?
I watch ID.
I forgot the
only
killer
watch
shit.
true crime.
Right.
Oh, right. Okay.
And I read it and watch it.
And absorb
It
it and
watches
think
me.
everybody's gonna kill
Everyone I've
me.
seen, I done read about. So you know. And then I watch stuff like Life Below Zero and watch the Alaskans work hard and you know
They
shoot
got that from the
moose and all that
slaves.
kind of stuff.
I don't know why you don't believe me. They got
Right,
that
right.
game from the
You know,
slaves.
instead of going, you know, we spend a lot of money to go to Legoland.
Legoland. I took my kids there
But
too.
did they treat you like they did us? Like, you know, how'd you
were
niggas
kinda-
get here? You
Yeah.
know, like that.
No, we was too busy doing us. I wish a motherfucker would.
You know, well, they was clowning. I had to really, we had to
I
roast
work
a few
hard
of
for
them.
mine.
Yeah, it
But
was,
I'd rather
Yeah.
take my grandkids fishing and, you know,
That's-
stuff like
that's all
crawdad
good,
hunting
too.
and stuff like
Yes.
that. You
That's
know,
all good too.
she say that,
I do.
but she can't handle the night code. So I don't know how she want to play
I don't do
homeless.
no cold, baby.
She
None.
want to
None.
do an adventure of let's play
We can go
homeless
to
in
the
San
snow long as I'm
Francisco,
warm.
but she can't handle shit like that. She's really
Meek,
sensitive.
or I blink or whatever. I do no cold.
She can't fuck with cold.
We're tropical people. We're not supposed to be
No,
doing the
baby.
cold.
They gotta
As
be
I told
nice
her.
for me.
As
Yeah.
I told her. My show that I've been watching and really getting into, really believe it or not, was Murder Inc.'s documentary with Irv Gotti. That was good. I really liked that. Irvin Lorenzo is
He ain't the one that talked about
Ashanti.
Shanti.
He is.
Irvin's a clown to an extent.
a clown.
He's a clown to an extent. I never got into the Murder Inc. thing because
They had
them-
hits.
They had hits, but them niggas smiled too much. I knew it wasn't real because they smiled too much. Y'all ain't killing nothing and letting nothing
I'm
die.
not smiling shit.
Not nothing, you
Y'all
know.
Like me, I can't stand bitches giggling.
Ja Rule, excuse me, it was Jehovah's Witness, so y'all wasn't killing nothing. Y'all, man, come on, man, killing a plate of spaghetti or something, but that's it. You know, I respect they hits though. I'll give them
Yeah,
that.
they had some hits.
But you know,
I didn't like the way.
talked about Ashanti and all that.
No, I didn't like the way
I don't
that
like none of that.
Kenneth
talking about
Supreme
him
got
like that,
done.
no.
behind them. So
Right.
I didn't like that. But then 50 did an interview and he made a good point about what happened with, because Kenneth Supreme was a part of the Supreme team. And he basically said that, you know, Ken was using them for money laundering, you know, and he was kind of doing whatever, but he wished 50 didn't like the fact that he never picked a side. You know, he should have picked him over Ja Rule and them, because as you said, Ja Rule and them wasn't really street cats like that.
Not at all.
So 50 said, you know, he wished that Supreme,
I
but I
read
think
50's book too. It was
50
good.
had a good book as well.
I got 2 copies of that for my birthday.
Really?
Yeah.
Imagine that. Yeah.
If you want to read a really, really good Rick James,
Rick
The
James.
super freak.
Oh, okay.
read Rick James.
I like
Yeah.
Rick James.
And
Oh,
you'll
he
find
was-
out all the people he smoked crack with. He smoked like $1 million worth of crack.
Yes.
I bet.
I can't do braids.
I wish I had him for a clientele when I
I
was.
know it. That's what I
No.
said. Shit.
I wish he was coming to the yard.
Yeah, pull up in the limousine. Although
Actually,
we did
your
have
partner
some
did
cats that
time
was
with
doing
him.
that.
I sent my son the skit just the other day. The fuck your couch, nigga. that one. Darkness is.
I know it.
They should have never gave you niggas money.
I would have put his muddy shoes all on the
With them
scalp.
dirty
Oh,
boots.
man. Dave Chappelle's a fucking classic for that.
That's my
He
baby.
is a
I
G.
love
He's
Dave.
one of my
Yeah.
favorites. He's
Yeah,
all time
Dave
great.
Chappelle's a great
Dave
guy.
Chappelle and my other baby. Them the only two I really like. What's his name? Little shorty.
Kevin Hart or Cat Williams?
Cat Williams.
Yeah,
What-
Cat. I like Cat. I met him before too.
Really?
I met Cat Williams in front of I don't know, was it Arco or was it? Yeah, it was
Auditorium?
Arco. It was Arco.
Okay.
It was one of the ones he had at the Arco, and we was out front, and he pulled up. It was in like a Hummer, and he jumped out, and I said I see him
nigga.
standing there. I said, hey Cat, you mind taking a picture? I said Cat, what you doing? He said, oh, nothing, just hanging out front with the scalpers. And I said, what? I said, yeah. I said, you take a picture of my wife? He said, oh, yes. And he took
said,
a picture.
How you doing? It doesn't
Oh.
matter.
He took
Get
a
the
picture.
song.
He was cool. Cat was cool.
Oh, man. Well, let's get into some questions that we have for you. Are you ready for this? This is when shit's about to hit the fan.
Hey,
You ready?
you got your coat on?
I do. So what made you get into music? Did you always want to be an MC?
No, I did not. I wanted to be the man behind the scenes like Suge Knight and Jay Prince.
Okay.
That's why I didn't come into the game rapping. I came
Okay.
into the game on the executive side. You know, I just wanted the money. I knew where the money was. But we were doing a song called Drunk as a Motherfucker. It was Brother Lynch and like 5 or 10 people on there rapping, and I was listening to it and I was like, man, these niggas is trash. That was before they used trash. They suck. And I was like, he was like, well, what can you do? I said, I don't know how to rap. He said, let me show you. I said, well, show me. And they sat me down and they showed me how to write bars. And I wrote a verse to it, and it was tighter than the majority of them fools. It's like, you know, they talk it and I lived it, and
Right.
it's just like, nah. And that's what it started. And the very first verse that I ever got recorded, or second verse really, was the one that got me really rapping. It was on XRaided's album Psychoactive.
Okay. That came out in 91, I think.
Was that the year? Yeah, it was Sickness.
Okay.
Yeah, and
I think Psychoactive
it was
came out in
Sickness,
91.
and we was out at Funky Fat Graphics. We was at Funky Fat Graphics getting I don't know, they was getting some work done, the posters or something like that.
The marketing package?
The marketing package, yeah, they was
Right.
getting the package done, and we was out there, and they were talking, and they was like, man, the dudes was like, yeah, this album cool. He said, but that one guy on there, that one guy that said he put the quarter in the slot to start the dope game. I said, man, that nigga was hard. I said, you like that? He said, man, he was the realest one on there. And I was like, that was me. He was like, what? He was like, yeah. I was like, man, that's the second verse I ever wrote in my life. He said, hey, man, you got it.
Wow.
No,
What you
just
say?
like-
You put the quarter in
I
the
put
slot to start the dope game.
I put the quarter in the slot to start the dope game.
That was
You know what I'm
big.
saying? I'll talk about, it was all real because it was just talking about how we was going to school, and after school, we was grinding. You know what I'm saying? We hit the quarter, we hit the school, we
and
hit the
how old were
spot.
you?
Location
Yeah.
was the G. It was in G Parkway. And
How old were you when you started? Like, what's your early childhood? Let's start at like 12 for Meek.
12, I was 12. That's that. What's that? 6th grade?
Yes.
6th grade, I was a professional candy thief.
Okay.
and hustler at the same time. We wasn't just taking it. I was taking it and selling it.
Okay.
And
Candy.
candy, yes, Hubba
Really?
Bubbas and all that. Oh man, I was taffy sticks and all that. Oh yeah, the hustle was in me. You know, rest
So
in
you-
peace, Dorsett Hackett. That's who I got it from. And
What
Who
is
is
your
that?
father?
Doris Ann Hackett, that was my mother. Rest in peace.
Oh, rest in peace to your mother.
Yeah, and my father. I come from a family of hustlers from both sides, so
Oh,
I got
really?
it. I got it honest.
Oh, okay.
So
Good.
you know what I'm saying. Pops and bald and worked to the state and everything. So, but yeah,
How long has your mom been gone?
since 2018, summer of 2018. Yep, and yep. Last thing she told me was she loved me. So.
Oh, awesome.
She did.
Yeah. She didn't say nothing. She wasn't talking to nothing. But when I walked in the room and she see me, she said, I held her hand and she was like, "I love you, son.
Oh,
I love you."
rest in peace to your mom.
Yes.
Very heartfelt.
So
So how was Sacramento's gang life for you? How did you get involved into that?
got involved with that, and that is shit. Like on SAC Town Raw, we speak on that. I came from the hospital to Meadowview, so I'm original.
Original Meadowview.
Sutter Memorial Hospital to 7639 23rd Street. And it's been on ever since. And when it came to play, I mean, I never really was into the gang bang aspect of it, but I'm from there. So,
Okay.
you know, you got to be proud of something and
Right.
be proud of the neighborhood, you know? And that's where I strived at. That's where I did all my
Got your game?
game from. Yeah. And, you know, it's what it is.
Okay. Now,
It's the M.
how do you measure your friends? How do you? I mean, do you really take friends like really seriously, like over your brother and shit like that, or your sister or stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? Like some people don't
Is
care
your
nothing about
blood?
their
Is
own
your
blood,
friends closer
you know?
to you as your blood?
A few of them, yeah. I have a brother. I got some friend. I don't take that word friend lightly. You know,
Yeah,
you
that's
don't
right.
use that. I don't. If I tell if I call you my friend, then it's
You my
something special.
friend, nigga.
Yeah, it's not just like, oh, I just met this guy. He's my friend. No,
Right.
friend. I don't take that lightly. But I have friends that I'm closer to than I am with my own
Blood.
siblings. Yeah.
Really?
My young partner, I got my brother Malik, Antron, aka Young Stupid. You know, I got
Stupid Swoop?
Nah, he was stupid before Stupid Swoop.
Okay.
No, this is young Stupid.
Okay,
Young Stupid. This before Stupid Swoop.
Okay.
Have a lot of your
Stupid
friends
Antron
and
and
you?
D.
Have you guys outgrew all that other extra crazy stuff you were doing, or do you still dabble a little bit?
Negative. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, but we're young. We're businessmen now. You know, we on
Awesome.
the road right now and somewhere in the truck, somewhere getting it. You know,
Good.
he soaked up game and came home from the joint. He did it. He's another one that did like a decade or two and came home and hit the ground running. You know, 2 years, he was on 2 years and had more trucks than me.
You know, years ago, remember when they used to get out of prison and the brother come and bring them money, bring them girls, bring them clothes, all that? They still do that?
Everyone that came home,
Really?
you know, I take care of mine.
Awesome.
You know what I'm saying? And
That's right. That's a real man.
To the extent of that party that we just had, Marv Mitch, he did a spoken word. He did a spoken word for me, and oh man, it broke me down, and it surprised me because I didn't know. Like I said, I didn't know nothing about that part either. And what'd he say? Something about a legendary quarterback that breaks the huddle, and he said something like, "What'd he say?" He said something about he said I'm the teammate. I'm the teammate that made sure my whole team ate.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a
He
good
said,
one.
right.
Made sure my whole regime straight.
Ooh.
And I was just like, whoa.
Wow.
Damn. He got me with that one. I was like,
That's
man,
right,
say that
that's
then,
right.
man. I appreciate that
Especially when you know it's true.
because when
And
they
you want people to talk about you like that.
Definitely.
oh wow.
You know,
yeah,
you want
the
people to
flowers.
say
The
stuff
flowers.
Like,
Yeah, the flowers.
like you just said, I heard a lot about you. I don't know what it was, but
Right.
I looked out for a lot of people that it wasn't even my people.
Oh,
you know?
I've been doing that. I've been doing that since since juvenile hall, since they was coming home from YA and going to YA, I took care of everybody. You know what I'm
Shout
saying?
out to Big Rock. That's
Yeah.
how I found out about Meek.
Yeah.
Is he got this story he always say Meek is the first one that put him on and helped
the
him
sack
out.
in his hand.
He put the sack in his
Yeah.
hand and had him bubbling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's
I
how
did that with her and a few friends of mine, but we were boosters.
Yeah. But see, now it went from when they came home, me putting the sack in their hand, it came home to like when the individuals I speak of come home. Now I write them a check.
Oh, go
I
on,
wrote
Mr.
them. I write them a
Executive.
check.
Big
you know what I'm
boss.
saying, and put.
Give me some. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
That's real player right there.
I write them. Y'all got your bank accounts? No. Okay. Well, take this and
Get
use this
your
as your
cash
deposit to
app.
get your thing
Awesome.
going.
She said
So-
cash.
Yeah. I had to write checks because I got to write that off.
That's right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
And-
right.
Yeah.
So SIBO is now blowing up. How was that when SIBO became who he was? How was that for you as his brother?
As his brother, well, it was cool. It was cool because, I got along with a lot of the Crip cats.
Because you guys are from different sides.
We're from different neighborhoods. He's from 29th Street, Gordon Block, and I'm from Meadowview.
How did that work out?
Shit, it did what it did.
Yeah.
Shit. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
it did numbers.
How's it
I
working
did,
out
yeah.
for you, your brother? How was it when your brother blew up, Omar?
Huh? No.
Because Omar's,
No,
you
it
know,
was
as
great.
his sister.
It's
'Cause
great.
Omar's sitting on top of the, he.
I'm not mad at you.
You feel-
I
doing
turned
his
them.
damn thing.
I turned them Crip niggas into clientele.
Hey.
You know, it wasn't about none of that gangbang stuff. I'm like, hey man, what y'all need? I lined them up. You know what I'm saying? Pull up with the double up sacks. You know when they used to have the
That's right.
double up
Double up.
sacks.
You feel me?
I'd be
though?
on my way to Sac City, and I come and I go through I remember the 50s apartments, and I pull up, and I'd line up like army ants, and
I was just saying, I'd be in the grocery store at my, back then it was a pager, you would call my number and put what
Oh
you want.
man.
yeah,
And I say, 50, get out of here, I'm shopping. Then I look again, 200?
I'm there.
Okay, well,
I move
shit.
for that.
Then before I do that, it's up to 500. I said, I'm out of here. Y'all do that
Yeah.
grocery shit.
Oh, I'll get up out the bed with something for the right amount of money.
Right.
Yeah.
I
But
promise you
then
that.
look, I was such a queen, baby. So if I go to sleep, I don't give a fuck if they want 1,000.
She
You
had
yet not wake me up.
she had a night worker that would control the night shift while she
Right.
slept.
Don't wake me
Yeah,
up because
Rest
I
in peace
had
to
them
Lil.
working in shifts.
Yeah,
That's
she
right.
was. She was.
I got to get my sleep.
All her
baby.
money was on
The
the
beauty
dresser.
sleep.
Yeah, all her money was on the dresser. Real game right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it was like growing. It wasn't a growing up in nobody's shadow like type of thing because, I was already on. I was on top before
It got
before all that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you talk about how taking care of people and this and that. I took care of everybody. You know what I'm saying? When he went to YA, when he talk about the, you know what I'm saying, getting caught with the half zip and you know what I'm saying, is that whatever, that was
Right.
my half zip.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I know this
Came
to be
home from the
true.
boys' ranch.
That was
The irony. It came home from the
The
boys'
irony.
ranch, and I passed him his bundle and was like, "Look, man, stay away from we had a relative. He walked off like a couple decades. Dub, and I said, stay away from Dub. Dub wires is crossed, man. Stay away from him. You gonna get in trouble. Just hang tight, man. I got some females, and then you take this and go put this the pill. I gave him the old school pill bottle. You know what I'm saying? I gave him the old school pill bottle with the half zip cutter. Said, man, kick back. We finna go kick it with these females, and you know what I'm saying? Hang tight and stay away from Dub. But him and Dub was real tough, and he jumped
Didn't listen?
He didn't listen. Jumped in the car with him, and next thing you know, he got caught. They got cracked, and he went to he ended up getting sentenced to YA, and went there and did his time and whatnot. But like we was talking about taking care of people when they come home,
right.
came home. He came home to a old school. I gave him a 71 photo mob,
Okay.
and I took the vest and my flow jack out the back and was like, here. You know what I'm saying? So I've been on top. It's nothing about being in nobody's shadow and whatnot. But
This I know.
yeah.
Yeah, I've always known Meek to hold his own. He was very legendary, highly spoken of when you mention his name in Sacramento or even the Bay Area.
I'm pleased to meet you. And
Yeah,
so,
he's
you know,
always
Nice
been
to
a
meet
big
your
factor.
acquaintance too. Yeah.
For sure. So Danger Island Productions is born. What stemmed from that?
What stemmed from that? Shit.
What artists did you have on Danger Island?
XRaided, first of all.
Okay.
XRaided. I met him in Juvenile Hall. And that's where that kicked off at. And from XRaided came Brother Lynch. And then I only had them two, but there was also Lunatic, Marvelous, you know, they
The
all
others
came
coming.
they all came from that. But
Okay.
I didn't get to produce them and nothing like that because I had to go sit down and go, you know,
Do some
pay
time.
pay my dues, pay my debt to society.
homage.
And and while I did that, that's when Sid Sing and Black Market blew up and
While you were
Freddie T
incarcerated.
from with AWOL Records. They they all ate while I was gone. They ate off my footwork.
So when you was in there, did you say to yourself, you know what, I'm not coming back to this son bitch here, the prison?
Oh, well, you can't never say you ain't coming back because the
You living a life.
recidivism rate was so high.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
And
But they wasn't giving brothers 20 and 30 and 40 and 50
Till
years
the crack
back
laws
then.
came.
depending on what you did, shit.
Yeah.
In
Oh, my
Sacramento,
God.
this is the capital, and it's like being in prison. I'd see different people, and we'd be talking about it. We talk about your case and what you got tracked with, or whatever, and they just be like, "Damn, nigga, that's all you got," and they gave you that much. And I was like, "Yeah, man, I'm from the capital. This is where we make the laws at,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we got a little bit different than someone in the Bay Area and whatnot.
Right.
But I had a what is it called? If you catch a case and you bail out and you catch another case, that's automatic 2 years. So
They enhanced you?
the enhancement, it's called a 2-year enhancement. I had 3 2-year enhancements, so that's 6 off the rip,
Plus the charge.
plus the charge.
Woo.
So I had
You was doing the
I had a
food.
good attorney, and he
Did they give
Cut it
you
all
like
down.
60%, 85%?
that was before the percent. That was before all that.
Oh, okay.
That was before all that.
Okay.
Yeah, that
So
all
what's the
that all
most time you
transpired
done?
when I was down.
Because usually,
Like,
a
it was
person
like
would do like
almost 4 and a
18
half.
months.
Okay, 4.5 years.
Yeah, something
Ooh.
like that. Yeah.
So while you was incarcerated, this is when AWOL and Black Market and all them took off and basically
Yes.
kind of snuck in and got your artists.
Yes.
Sneaky said,
Sinky said got the money, don't he?
don't he?
I had to get out and damn near bust a nutty to get mine from him. Pull the Mac out, blow his back
Blow
out.
his back out.
Take the back route.
Yeah.
Nigga, SAC Town. Put the Mac down.
That's my verse off of Boys Ranch, everybody. I wrote that. No. Speaking of that, so what's your relationship now with XRaided and brothalynchhung?
No relationship.
None?
None at all. They're not even out here,
Okay.
to my knowledge. They're not even in Sacramento. It's not safe.
Right. I know.
So are the brothers really
ain't
getting their
welcome.
money like they used to? Because, we used to really get our money. But now it's just only a certain, pick of the crop, and another thing I wanted to ask you, when they ride around with the big stacks of money like this, is that the
The phone?
Impops? Is that the Impops
phones?
trust money or
She said,
Or is that
props
real
we
money,
trust. My
though?
mom think it's prop money.
I can't call it. I can't
think
call it. They
bought
better
my
not pull it out
grandson
around
some
me.
of that money, and it really
They
looks
better not pull
real.
that shit out around me.
Yeah, they be
A
having
phone,
phone. I think
man.
broad to rob them. Shit,
Oh,
that's
you know.
insane.
Yeah.
Every time I see him on Facebook with that, I be like, "What are you doing this for?"
But you never know what's on. You don't ever know what's in the middle of all that money though.
That's that Impops we trust money.
Yeah.
Mexican bankroll.
I bought some of it.
That's exactly.
It look exactly
with
like
the
money.
the 100 on the top,
Put
and
the fat hundreds in the
yeah,
50s to
and then
make
it's
it
a
juicy.
1,000 ones in the middle. That's all you can see is the top and the bottom. You don't know
Yeah.
what's in the middle.
But you know what I say too? I think it comes from we are in the era of a lot of these kids or young men we're talking about. their mothers and fathers was in the crack game, and they are crack babies.
Crack babies, yeah.
You see what I'm
By
saying?
default.
By default, and they never, they never had no real upbringing or teaching them how to structure themselves and not do shit like that, and they never had nothing. This is a lot of niggas who ain't never had nothing. So,
right.
You know, it's kind of weird to see that go on, girl.
She got
Is
one of
that
them
your
calls.
boyfriend?
That's one of them calls she's talking
Yeah,
about.
that's one of the 500 licks, huh?
Yeah.
I
And she ain't sleep either.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's your 500 lick. That's your.
That's him?
sister.
That Mr. Charlie?
That's Sancho.
Sancho, yeah.
I always used to say something.
Oh man, but you don't have any relationship with XRaided. What do you think? Because XRaided just did some interviews in the last few years since he's been home from doing 26 years for his situation. And that gets me to Boys Ranch. Boys Ranch was your reply to a diss song that, was it he made or?
Yeah, that he made, yeah.
How did you guys' this falling out start?
The falling out started when he killed my partner mama.
Okay.
Or was accused or allegedly or whatever, you know? When that crime happened, that's what split us.
The 5 guys
Your
that went into the
mother,
house.
you say?
Yeah. Rest in peace, Mama Harris.
Yes, because the story is, or allegedly or whatever, she was had a home invasion in her house.
Oh, okay.
And 5 young guys went into the house, and XRaided was one of them, and she ended up losing her life. And he was charged for that murder, correct?
Correct.
And from there, it just kind of, you know, he did his time and the rest was history. And he just came home from doing 26 years. And he's been saying things like, you know, I've heard one interview where he said he was like a victim to the situation or to something.
Willing participant. You can't be no claim victim and you
Right.
a willing participant. Shit, he should have stayed his ass in the boys' ranch. Nigga, you shouldn't have ran from the boys' ranch. Shit, you heard the song? He did his time. You know, he couldn't take the heat. You know?
So he was signed to you though.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then when that happened, you guys just, the friendship was no longer.
It was no longer, nuh-uh. But, I mean, it's funny because me and his sister are real cool.
Okay.
His nephews, they call me.
The one that's thick as
they
hell?
call me Unc.
His sister?
That,
Okay.
That was my ace partner, Aaron. That was his wife. One of my best friends ended up marrying his sister. So the irony.
The
You know
irony.
what I'm saying? So his nephews and his niece are, you know, my nephews and niece.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The loved ones, you know? So, but that's the extent of that. Me and him, we don't have no relationship. I haven't seen or talked to him, you know, or Lynch.
What is the breakup with you and Lynch? How did that happen? Just because of that situation or?
No, when I left and did my time, you know, I came home to doing music because, you know, that I spent that time honing my skills.
Correct.
And when I came home and I reached out to him, the love wasn't reciprocated. So it went from, okay, well, I'm gonna get on your line. I'm gonna rattle your cage. I'm a, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm gonna bring you out the bushes and whatever I gotta do to bring you out the bush, I'm gonna do it and say. And so I immediately hopped on his helmet and, you know, talked my talk. And
I never was into Brother Lynch. Shout out to my partner Killer Wayne. He the one put me on to Lynch when I moved to Sacramento. I think it's the EBK4 or something like that, or what is it? It's some album he had with the pillow and the gun, some shit. But Lynch was a little too wild for me as far as the eating the babies,
the baby killer.
I
knew it was money. I knew that was gonna go though. I wasn't really into it like that, but I knew that there was a market for that.
Right.
And I knew that, you know what I'm saying, I knew that the white kids was gonna really eat that shit up.
I actually learned a lot about Lynch in that
White
movement from what's my baby's name? From Kansas City. Strange Music. What is it?
Oh, what you call it? He a cool cat.
Tech
too.
Nine.
Tech Nine.
So
Tech Nine?
yes, I was on Tech Nine's
Yeah.
tour bus, me and Rock, and he just got his tour bus and he just started his tour. And I think it was in Orangeville. and he called us in there, and it was a bunch of white people, and he was getting ready to get his face painted. And he was telling me that his face paint was like an African tribalism thing that he did, and that's the reason why he did it. It was for his ancestors, but even though the outside world is looking at it in one thing,
That's some white shit.
yeah, he's really doing it for another reason.
I never knew that because I knew the Insane Clown Posse used to paint their face.
Yes,
I remember that.
Yeah.
So I never asked him about that, but he was telling us, and while we was on his tour bus, he had us watching Michael Jackson concerts the whole time, and he was just like, look at Michael, and he was just admiring Michael because he's a big Michael Jackson fan. But that's when he was getting ready to sign Brother Lynch to Sick Made, I believe, and he was just talking about how Lynch was so this and so that. He was a big fan of SIBO. He was a big fan of all these other artists, and I was just so shocked how when Tech Nine got on stage, it was like he was Michael Jackson. You know, them white boys,
they loved
girls
him.
was fainting
Yeah,
for
they
him.
loved
And
him.
they was bamming on that tour bus for Tech, and I was very shocked.
Yeah.
So
Lynch too.
Really?
yeah, for Lynch,
too.
yeah, they was going crazy
They
for
lined
them.
up for that shit.
And Lynch got them wizard hands. I don't know how I can't fuck with it, but you know, they was fucking with Lynch for sure.
Wizard hands.
Yeah, he just looks kind of spooky to me. You got to see him. He's just got this look to him.
Yeah, and
Weird.
Yeah.
He got the breath of death.
Them weird
too.
niggas.
He got the breath of death.
Man, that boy, he got the he got a bad case of gingivitis. His gums bleed. So you know, blood, you smell in your mouth, that shit make your breath stink. He used to blow us up from the back seat. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Then you be
Shout
looking
out
at
to
it.
Brother Lynch.
How do the
Shout out
girls
to
kiss
Kevin.
him? Ugh.
Shout out to Kevin, man. You know what I'm saying?
I told you guys this was going to be something else.
Sudden death, kill a man by the smell
Shout
of
out
his
to
breath.
Sudden Death Hung.
Yeah. I call it
Oh my gosh, we're sick.
sudden death.
Bad intentions.
Yeah.
So we talked a little bit about macdre already. So when he came to SAC, you guys bonded instantly. How was that? How was it just getting to know
Instantly,
Dre?
because you know Dre had been locked up, so Dre know how I work when you in somebody else's city.
Okay.
So when I would see Dre, and he found out who I was, immediately whenever I would see Dre would tell everybody that he's with. He said, "Hey man, this one right here, he's a real one. This SAC Town royalty."
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? He kicked it off, so he gave me all my respect in the world.
Awesome.
I love Dre to
Yeah.
death.
Rest in peace
You
to
know?
macdre for sure.
He came to one of our football games too, because he used to live in Green Haven, and
Right.
I had a sports program, Sacramento Junior Cougars. It was at my alumni high school, and we ran that for like 7 years. And he used to live in these apartments down the street, and he would come up to the games and be in the parking lot hanging out. I remember one time I told him, I said, "Well, come inside, man, and you know what I'm saying, hang out." Whoop. He said, "Nah, Meek." He said, "I can't do that." He said, "Man, they'd go crack. It'll be a stampede up in there if I come up in there." So we just hang outside and
said
smoke.
the same thing about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said the same thing about Mac Dre.
Yeah, they love Dre.
Really
They
cool
love Dre.
cat.
Solid.
Yes.
Yes. I've been on the, what do you say? I've been on the yard with
the Mexican mafia.
And
Yeah.
the only number niggas that are
Kill
killing
and die for you.
I'm popular.
I'm a rap star. Hanging out the cup. My favorite line is, "I need you like Jaws need a raincoat.
For
Stay
real.
high as a star spangled. Slap the blood out your bitch, get strangled.
Yeah.
Get
We
mangled
used to
fucking
love
with
to
this
watch Real
pimpin'."
TV, Sac
Yeah.
Town,
He
all
said,
that
"How
stuff.
does Limpton? Dre Simpson."
Simpson.
That's the guy right there.
Yeah.
Thiz or Die. I love Dre. I can watch Trill TV 1 and 2 like nothing. That's my favorite. I know it back to back. Shout out to Killer Wayne once again, because that's all we did. SAC Town Raw. What made you come up with SAC Town Raw? How was that? The name. Where'd that name come from?
SAC Town Raw. We was in SAC Town, and
And it was
everything
raw.
it was raw. It was raw. We wasn't cutting nothing.
Did you think
You
it
know?
was going to take off the way it did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was giving Sacramento a look, and it was letting everybody else see what goes on in Sacramento. And it was at that time, it was like the highlight of Sacramento. It was popping.
Right.
Sacramento was popping at that time, as you see. And you know, you don't get those big crowds and groups and functions like that no more, because
Right.
you know, they get lit up, and you know. But this was at a time where everybody was kind of like, I wouldn't say
Hyphy, happy.
kumbayaing, but
It was just party
good.
mode.
It was party mode. It was party mode because
It was
if you
party
look at
mode.
it, you'll see Dre them downtown, and then you'll see 50 cops
Right.
trying to make us all move, and yeah.
That was the time to be alive.
Yep. I used
Get
to
your
whip
car
that camera
kicked
out.
in.
Yeah. I had to show them what Sac Town do because once again, I'm a Sacramento rep.
For sure, Kings.
King shit, and I represented it to the fullest, and I wanted to show the world what goes on in my city, and
Do you want to remaster it and put it back out? Would you make a part 2?
I have a part 2, but it didn't come out. We didn't put it out.
That was the mystery. It's
Yeah.
always hood mysteries, and the mystery is where's Sac Town Raw part 2?
There is a part 2. There is a cut of Sac Town Raw part 2, and we just never put it out because the bootleg game came in real heavy.
Yeah.
It just shit wasn't making no money. It was just soon. It was like soon as you drop something, all you need is one copy of that shit to come out, and it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying?
Over.
Yeah, we be doing promo tours and this and that, and I used to tell my partners when they be giving food CDs, I was like, man, don't get them niggas nothing, make them pay for it because they ain't gonna do nothing but go burn that shit and
Make
and
20
go sell
more
it. Yeah,
copies.
so at least get your
And they
5
sell
up out of them.
You don't get
Right.
Something, but yeah.
So are you possibly considering putting that remastering Sac Town Raw back out
I
to
get
the
asked
world?
that question all the time. I got the tapes, and actually, I think I got it on the computer. I got a Apple computer that's just
The big brain?
a big old gigantic computer that's been sitting in in the closet in my room for ages.
Mine
And
too.
we
I
just
got a
never-
Mac the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something to think about. I think I maybe I'll cut it up and start putting it on YouTube or start a
YouTube
some type of
account.
YouTube page. Yeah, I got an account from from way back then, but maybe I'll start cutting it up and putting it out, and then try to get my views and clicks and
Clickbait.
clickbait and
Yeah.
all that. Yeah.
So let's talk about Sibo's mob figures.
Ooh.
How was that? Tell me the story again about how you discovered Sibo's mob figures.
I got released from Solano. My crib partner from Seaside, Hucklebuck, came and got me, and I supposed to went home. We went to the Bay. We went. I was in violation.
Uh-oh.
I was in violation from the gate, and we went to the studio, and they was in there laying something, and I was listening to them. I was like, man, these young niggas is hard.
Yeah.
They was hard. I got you couldn't front on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Them niggas had heat, and I liked it. And I was like, okay, you got you a cold little crew, and yeah. And the one I clicked with was AP9.
Okay.
That's the one that I clicked with.
Not Hustler.
Nah, AP9. It was
I know,
AP.
but Hustler. Oh, yeah.
Hustle was cool, but AP9 was the one that
AP was
that
the
I
one
clicked
that
with.
was hard out the gate when they first started. Everybody kind of flocked to AP.
He on my first album.
Yeah. Everybody had their time to shine in the mob figures. It went for AP9 was the first one that people really took a liking to and really liked his skills and stuff like that. My favorite one, even though I have things in common with a few, but I mean one in particular, but my favorite mob figure is Ryder J. Clyde. Yeah, Clyde the hardest.
Clyde the hardest.
He the most lyrical. He the dopest.
Little fly
gangster,
nigga.
stay
Little fly
sharp.
nigga. Yeah. I like Clyde.
Rest
But
in peace to King Freako, by the way, too.
Yeah,
'cause
Recipe King Frigo. Yeah, we was out there. Was it All-Star Weekend?
All-Star
when that
Weekend.
happened? Yeah, we was out there.
Yeah,
We
when
was out there
Freako
when that
had
happened.
passed.
When he passed. Yep. But yeah, Clyde was Clyde hard. But,
And then Jack blew up, and
Jack. Yep, I liked Jack.
yeah,
Jack was cool. I used to bump his. I bumped his a little bit with FedEx, cause FedEx, Sean had them young niggas kind of a little misguided, and then you know what I'm saying, and then they was seeing the Crip shit and was he kept cussing me. That's what happened. He kept cussing me.
He kept cussing the
kept
blood,
cussing
huh?
me, and I had to tell him, look, nigga. I told him, hey, this nigga ain't, your general ain't explained to you? I said, man, you ain't told these niggas about me? I said, man, you gotta, we bumped heads on that. And we got it straight, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
Shout out to the mob figures.
I'm going to tell you like this. It's funny because we was standing in front of my nana house on 23rd Street. And your guy, Huss, said,
Okay.
I don't know if he'd admit it, but I was there, and I heard it from his lips. He said it on 23rd Street. It was really ironic that it was irony.
It's the irony.
Nigga said, I want to be a Crip.
Oh, no.
I said, what? I said, you don't want to do that shit, man. Y'all from the Bay, man. Just do you, and you'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that nigga said that shit right in front of my grandma's house. I was
He wanted to be
dying
a Crip.
laughing.
I'm gonna
Because,
keep
you know,
it real with you.
his general was the most the highly notarized Crip in Sacramento. He was the dude. Sean, I mean, you know,
I
Bo
can
was the
believe
dude.
it
He was that nigga.
That I'm a blood.
He was that nigga.
She said, I'm a blood.
Yeah, you know.
That's right,
Because
baby.
that's what we say. That was our word anyway. So that's what it wasn't strange for to hear a black person saying blood, because that's what all the
We've been
uncles
saying
and all
that all our
lives. Yeah.
Right.
What's up, young blood? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So-
I'll tell you this about Hustler. It's funny because he always jokes with me about the fact that my family are Bloods, and he always wants to be the opposite. So he always play Crip music and talk about Turtle from L.A. and
Turtle from Santana Block.
yeah, he
rest in
teases
peace,
me.
Turtle.
Yeah, rest in peace, Turtle. And he tells me all this Crip shit and makes me listen to Crip shit, and we Crip blood.
Make me listen
So
to that shit.
yeah, that's him. But shout out to him too. He's doing good.
Yeah, shout out to Huss.
Yeah.
That's the freestyle king.
Yeah.
That nigga,
I
does he
just
write
don't-
raps? Because it's just his flow was you could tell a lot of it was freestyle. It seemed like to me,
Yeah.
you know.
A lot of it is both. You know, he writes and then some of it is off the rip. But my favorite verse from him ever probably is Die Young with him and Jack and Too Short. That's when he just went the craziest to me. But other than that, I mean, he's my
I
favorite.
like Too Short.
I didn't like Too Short. Too Short wasn't my guy.
I like Too Short.
Nah.
Yeah, I like Sean.
I wasn't.
I remember when he had the missing tooth or the chipped tooth or whatever.
I was more than missing, honey.
Yeah. He had the rock mouth. It was like he was chewing on rocks, literally.
Hubbles. No.
That part too. You know.
Oh my goodness. Let's talk about, what do you think about Mozzy being the fact that he just kind of like re-evolved Sacramento's music scene and kind of gave it a big push? What do you think about Mozzy as an artist?
It's a good thing. It was a good thing to an extent, but the thing with Mozzy is, you know, he fails to give niggas their props.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that was the wrong approach. I mean, you do you, whatever, but he just failed to give, you know what I'm saying, niggas their props when it came to it. And it's like you can't come from Sacramento and act like you didn't, you know what I'm saying, listen to no Sebo and all that shit like
Right.
that, Lynch and all that, because it was the sound of Sacramento at
bald-headed
one
nut.
point. Yeah, and that's one thing that that's not favorable when it comes to him, is the fact that he doesn't want to, or
Respect
fail
the
to
legacy.
Yeah, you don't want to respect the legacy. It's like, you know, ain't nobody asking you to bow down to no shit like that, but you know what I'm saying? Nigga, keep it funky. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Because it's like,
He did an interview maybe about a few months ago that I seen, and some of the artists that he said he was listening to, he said Snoop Dogg and some other people, and I was like, nigga, you never even mentioned people like Jacka. I mean, and that's who he talked about when he was wearing lint ball sweaters. But you know, what do I know?
yeah, his auntie used to sell my CDs in her shop. That's the lady on Isha, the homegirl Isha Mack. Yeah, she used to braid my hair. That was my hairstylist. Yeah,
Fun
so
fact.
on the what's called, yeah, fun fact. My first tenant on in one of my properties. Yeah, that was one of my first tenants. That's
Wow.
That's Mozzy's mama. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Shout out to Mozzy. That's nephew.
Shout out to E.
You know what I'm
Mozzy.
saying? Keep it funky. Mozzy. Now Mozzy keep it funky.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mozzy keep it funky. You know, a fun fact, when I was fighting my Fed case, and I had just came on. I don't know if I had just got sentenced or what, but I remember coming out the coming out the courthouse and was going down to go get to my car. And as soon as I came over there to cross the light, he pulled up. Little Eric pulled up at the light. He went, "Oh, what's up?" And I'm like, "What's happening, boy? Give me a ride." Jumped in, took me to my car and shit, and we topped it up. And yeah, Eric cool.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Mozzy. Okay, what do you think about lavishD? lavishD is kind of like your protege, right?
I can't say protege.
No, that's Lick.
yeah,
Excuse me.
Lick's protege, but no, lavishD. That's little bro, you know. And I got nothing but love from lavishD. You know,
Shout out
lavishD
to,
did some.
Big
lavishD said did me a solid one day because lavishD used to live down the street from one of my properties, and they was funking. That's when they was funking real heavy. And
Him and Mozzy?
nah, this is
Before.
pre-Mozzy. Yeah,
This was
this is way before that. And this is some other funk. And he said that he came home one day. He would come home and he said he seen a car that was parked in front of his house or by his house, and he thought that there was some niggas he was funking with. But
the feds?
it was the feds. And he
I
said
think I heard him
he
say
said
that on
he
the
lived down
interview.
it. If he walked out his door and walked into the middle street and looked down the street, you would see a house or one of my houses. And he said that he got at me. He said, "Hey, bro," he said, "Man, I thought some niggas was trying to get me one day, man, and they was hanging out by my house." He said, and then he said I kept seeing them, and I recognized that these wasn't no niggas. He said this was the boys, and he said I thought about it, and he said I walked out in the street or something like that, and he said I looked, and he said he looked down the street, and he said the only thing he could see was my house. And he said, that's what he said, they watching this nigga house. So he got at me and he told me, but I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You late, but good looking out. I already caught him. You know what I'm saying? I'm over there cutting the grass. And I seen a motherfucker sitting in the car because I'm in the counter surveillance, you know?
Right.
And I know when a motherfucker ain't supposed to be where they ain't supposed to be.
Right.
And I seen it myself. Like I said, I came over there. You know, saying cutting the. I like to do my own work, so I come over there. I'm cutting the grass and taking care of the,
right,
the property. And I noticed, and I said, yeah. I was like, yeah, you right, because I seen it myself. So
we actually have a Fed story.
Shout out to Lab.
Shout out to lavishD, by the way.
Yeah.
We have a Fed story. We had went to one of our cousins' stores to take care of some boss business. Me and mommy and. It was a construction site going on outside of his store.
Across the street.
Across the street. And no joke, these was like real white boys digging up the ground, and
jackhammering and all that.
doing all the kind of shit.
I told him, I said, something ain't right.
She got in the store and she felt very like uncomfortable and very like giddy, and she kept looking. And then what happened is when we got out the car, a flash came. And
Flashbang?
No, a flash like to a camera.
Uh-huh.
And she kept tripping off of that. And I'm telling her, like, girl, now we ain't been here. We're doing it. We taking care of business. So something was not right. She just kept going
really
back and forth.
What was when they said that they stopped Dominique and Modesto.
Correct.
And I said, I know they wouldn't have stopped him in the store because they don't want us to know that they own.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Like but it just got that.
Yeah. It was true. And
yeah.
Then, look, when we go to the apartments, the girl comes out and she go to walk away and did one of these. Is that JT?
Reading the license plate.
The license plate.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, that bitch got our license plate. No, they didn't. Y'all, you tripping.
You know, my mama's an investigator.
Yeah. I caught him stealing my garbage can.
Ooh.
Yeah, I caught him stealing my garbage can.
And come to find out that the construction workers was all federal agents.
They stole.
So many raids, though.
White dude jumped out the truck and grabbed my garbage can, put a little thing on it to make sure no garbage came out that motherfucker, threw it in the back of that motherfucker, and then put another brand new one out. And I was like, whoa. I was like, that ain't right. Man, I got to doing my due diligence and investigating. I'm calling around like, hey, y'all changing garbage cans? Whoop, whoop. I found out, no, it ain't had nothing to do with that. And I got to just talking to a couple of my partners, and it was like, nigga, that's the feds, nigga. They said they taking your garbage can. They looking for
now the
them rap.
vets are
They looking
just
for
as
rappers.
crooked
They
as
looking for
everybody else.
they trying to find the brick rappers and this.
Right.
And I was
The
like,
real
nah,
niggas
yeah, I
behind
ain't
the
got none of
scenes.
that going on.
rappers.
They wanted to find some evidence, and it wasn't nothing in that garbage can. Y'all was tripping.
Okay, so were you in the truckload of product?
Did you have it by the
Because when I
big
read
boats?
a couple of books, they doing tons and
The
stuff
Kings.
like that.
We read a book, the Bay
Truckloads of
Area.
this shit, and I'm thinking,
Nah.
well,
Dope
I really
Kings
must
or
have
something.
been on the lowest scale in
Nah,
America.
no truckloads. I wasn't. Nah.
You was getting it though.
Yeah.
Putting a lot on it or something. Cause
Yeah, they was just reaching. They was just reaching. That's all. They was reaching.
you could write
Putting-
anything
putting
down.
4 more ounces on it.
Yeah, and you got the thing is this. You got what you call it. You got the CIs, confidential informants that will tell them anything, and then
Right.
you got confidential informants, and you have paid informants.
You have intel.
Yeah, the paid informants. They getting a check for it, so they gotta keep embellishing the stories, and you know what I'm saying, because they want that money coming. So
Right.
after once I got my discovery, and after it went down and this and that, and come to find out, I was reading the stories, and I was just like, damn, y'all. I told my attorney, I said, man, if the motherfuckers would have just read this shit out loud, they would be like, man, he's lying. It's like, this shit sound crazy. This is get out of here, man.
Let's talk real quick
put the 10
about
on it.
your protege.
My whole yard done gave him
Yeah,
information
that's what
on
they used to say. Her whole yard snitched on her.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your protege real quick, Lick. So, how did that become your protege? What made you feel like Lick was where he should be as far as being your protege?
Lick was not only a rapper, Lick was a producer.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And he had some ill ass beats, It's crazy because on the song with my daughter, he talked about how my little brother Jeremiah told him about me, and when I pulled up, he told him about his bro or whatever.
Right.
And he talks about how, I pulled up and they thought it was Bo. They was thinking it was gonna be Bo. But but it ended up being Meek, the one that they really needed to know. I can't remember how he said it, something like that. He was like, and it was him, and he had a couple of, it was him, Jonah, and it was a couple of them. But Lick showed me that he was ready to put in the work.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Lick got on that road with me. When I took Lick as a youngster. I took Lick across the intercontinental United States.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And we drove them, we put in miles, and he showed me he had it, and he was willing to go to length and, to put in the work. So,
Awesome.
I wrote it out with him.
So the record Block Boy, which is featured on E40's album, I think My Ghetto Report Card,
Mm-hmm.
you had something to do with that record. You are featured on that record. You want to give us the little back end story behind Block Boy?
That song wasn't Block Boy at first. It was something else. I can't even remember it. I can't even remember the verse.
Was
nothing.
the hook the same?
Nothing was the same because the hook was
Stressmatic.
Stressmatic.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I remember I was taking my son to football practice. He was playing for the Raiders, a team Pretty P son played
My
for.
nephew Arion.
Yeah, and
touchdowns.
yeah,
Yes.
he did. He got 2 touchdowns today.
No,
I was about to say, I own $50
they
then.
played in Oakland today.
Yeah, today.
So, it makes
Yeah.
a
That's why
difference.
Pretty P isn't here.
Yeah. Well, shout out to
Right.
Pretty P and her
Yes.
son
Yes.
That's
and her
right.
daughter.
Yes.
But
Bella.
Yeah, Bella.
Badass.
Yeah. So Studio Tone, which was the producer of majority of my music, he called me and he was like, man, 40 wanna he want that beat, and I was like, want what beat? And he told me the one, and I was like, well, that beat, he said, come out here and he wanna get you on the song, and I was like, okay. So I called my partner D, and he used to do my editing for SAC Town Raw. He was the editor. Shout out to Done It. And we smashed out there. We got the cameras and we smashed out there because
that footage?
I'm filming everything. I do somewhere. Yep. And we smashed out there, and 40 was like, I don't need. He he didn't want me to change the verse. And I was like, oh hell no, we finna re-freak that. We finna re-freak that. And we smoked, not 40, but me and Tone, everything, we did our thing. We had a little what's it called? A little thing we did. We don't go straight to work. We smoke, we chop it up, we current events, politics, and then we go to work.
Okay.
So we unwind.
Right.
And then we go to work. But he wanted me to lead a verse, and I was like, nah. I said, nah, we're gonna refreak that. You know what I'm saying? I'm Johnny on the spot. So, we played the songs and we rewrote our stuff, and that's how we got. That's
the
how we
rest
got.
is history.
Yeah, the rest is history. We got Block Boy, and then for mine, that went on his album, and then I did the remix. So
right.
the remix is on my album. The original verse is on his album, and the remix is on mine. And with mine, I went for the heavy hitters because I got 40 on it. So I called Brody, you know what I'm saying? And I said, hey, I need you on this. And he was like, shoot it to me, and the rest is history.
Perfect. Well, let me ask you a few questions. I'm gonna ask both.
The album went gold too.
Yeah, the album went gold. Shout out to E40.
Yeah. Earl, what my album? You supposed to send me my gold album?
That's
Tone called me and got my address. I still haven't got that gold album. I got a gold album from Master P. Something that my brother had did on it, because
y'all was on the set of I Got the Hookup.
Yeah.
Talk about that real quick. Give us some of that.
I got the hookup.
Did you know it was going to be a movie, or what? Was it just, what was y'all doing?
Yeah, we was out there. We was out there on the AWOL movement, and we was on that AWOL movement pushing that, and we went down to LA, and we was staying in Inglewood because the airport is right there.
Right.
And I remember the planes flying over the fucking rooms all night. Couldn't get no sleep. But the fool, Pete, he loved my brother.
Right.
And he told me, he said, hey man, Master P finna pull up, man, and this and that. I said, for real? He's like, yeah. So we went outside a little while later. Master P pulls up in the drop Rolls Royce with Silk the Shocker. And I was like, brother. Damn, these niggas is tall as fuck. They like 40 and B and them. They some tall individuals. And we chopped it up, and he said he gave him the address, and he said come to the set a little later on, this and that. And later on we mashed over there, and we pulled up at the set, and they had the Winnebagos and all that out there. And it was like in a little cul-de-sac almost. And he came to the car. No, he said he asked him how much he asked him what he needed. And he was like, well, I'm doing my brother shit too, so I'm gonna need more money. And he was like, okay, that's all right. What you need? What's in that? So when we got to the set, he went into the little Winnebagos thing, whatever. And he sent somebody in there to get a checkbook. He came, got a checkbook. He wrote the check. He wrote the check, and he handed it to my brother. And then my brother hands it to me. And I look at it. He said, this right? I looked at it. I said, the nigga got the handwriting of a sixth grader. I said, but this shit is right. So yeah, he used me to get some extra money, man, and it didn't I didn't get my cut. Okay. Y'all can just say that. I didn't get my cut. I didn't get no album and none of that. And that nigga used me to get the extra extras on the top of it. You know what I'm saying? He pawned me. The irony. Yeah, nigga, he pawned me.
Oh man. But yeah, so I'm gonna ask you some quick questions, and we're gonna try to get through them as quick as possible. Mm-hmm. Your favorite movie?
Shaka Zulu.
Shaka Zulu for mommy. What's your favorite movie, Meek?
Heat.
Heat? That's one of her favorites too.
Heat.
What?
Yeah.
Heat.
Yeah.
Heat's a good one. We're gonna show you how this is a real gangster party.
Heat
right
and what you call it? What is it? About the Mexican Mafia in prison. What was that movie called?
Not Blow.
Not Blow. No, it's not Mexican Mafia. With the dude with the bad skin, Edward J. Almost. A lot of people got killed behind that movie too. Where they were talking about Damn, I don't know. I'm having a brain fart right now.
The best book you read. Mommy, you go first.
Oh, baby, I've read so many good books. I could never.
Soul of a Gangster is our best book you read.
Yeah.
Currently.
Soul of a
Currently.
Gangster.
Meek, how about you? What's the best book you read?
Blood in my eye.
Ooh, Soledad, brother. That's
yeah.
George
What
Jackson.
was that?
Anything pertaining to George Jackson. That was my
George
hero.
Jackson.
That's what got me hooked on Tupac.
Okay.
Because I knew the story. And when I heard the song, I was like, he's talking about George Jackson. He's talking about Jonathan Jackson.
Jonathan, the brother.
He's talking about, hit the pit, nigga. Make your bigger brother out. I was like,
That's really
that's the realest shit ever.
That's the real BPL right there. That's the
shit
real
ever.
brotherly love. That's really my brother's keeper.
My brother's keeper.
That's for real.
To the 10th power.
Yes. Your favorite old school car.
39 Dodge.
What about you?
68 Cougar.
75 Caprice.
Yeah, my daddy had a 39.
I got 3.
Okay, what 3 you have?
Because I got them all. 68 Cougar, 87 Grand National, or 87 Turbo T, actually. It's not a Grand National. It's more of a collection item, but because it's less of those. I own number 20.
Do you get a good night's sleep?
I own number 211 out of.
Do you get a good night's sleep?
Not lately. My arm be hurting on my shoulder when I go to sleep. My left arm be hurting. But yeah, in a 72 Chevelle.
Okay.
Yeah.
You rather do the old school or the motorcycle? Because we know you have both.
I like them both.
Can you pick one?
One what?
What would you rather have right now? Would you rather have your motorcycle or your old school?
My old school.
Yeah.
My old school.
Okay, do
I
you
put
keep
my family
it
in
old
the
school?
car.
Do you put all them rims and shit that ain't old school on it?
The
Take old
Cougar,
school away from it?
my Cougar got gold ones and Vogues on it, but my Chevelle, I got the Vet Rallies. That's the irony. I talk about that on Block Boy. That's what I rap about.
Definitely.
I rap about the Chevelle.
Right.
You know, and then and my Turbo T, I got the Duke boys on there. I don't put no rims on. I really don't put no rims on my old schools except for the Cougar, because that's just what that is the Cougars, gold ones and Vogues.
Yes.
Yeah.
My brother Omar had some Cougars, and my cousin Rohit.
Yeah, they stole his though.
Yeah.
Stole his car.
What do you want your children to gain out of your legacy? This is for both of you guys.
Well, my kids are grown and they're doing pretty good. They come from some good shit.
Yeah.
So, they didn't really have a choice.
You hear that, bitches? Come
Yeah.
on, some good shit.
Yeah.
Really?
What about you? What do you want your kids to gain from your legacy?
Work ethic.
Yes.
Yeah.
You want something, you got to work for it.
That's
right.
right.
You got to work for it. It's not gonna get passed. It's not gonna get passed down to you. Not while I'm living. Actually, when
Right.
I die, then they.
Do you give them money? Your kids?
I can give one money, but I can't give them all money because, like my son, he used to be good with money. My youngest son, actually, he used to be good with money, but now, shit, and he got $100 for his birthday, and that shit gone. He spent that shit. His godfather gave him $100. Man, they got the ice cream man now on speed dial. He comes to your house.
DoorDash.
No, ice cream man dash.
Shut up.
And he sells everything. He sells chips, sodas, blunts, and everything. And I got pictures of him. It's funny because I got pictures of him, and I got pictures of him growing up, of him in front of that ice cream truck in front of my house, and he just gets taller and taller. Yeah, so shout out to the white dude that lived around the corner from us with the ice cream truck. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, what is the best advice an OG gave you? Both of you.
She usually goes first. I'll go first. Don't keep your dope and your guns in the same place. Because that changes the sentencing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It goes from plus to multiplication. Shit,
Right.
Shout out to old man George. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to George Bell. He told me, I didn't listen. and I paid for it dearly.
Oh man. How
Yeah.
about you, mommy?
Well, you know, I got a lot of information from my daddy because my daddy was one of the real ones, and
That's right.
you know he
Yeah.
always told me to never owe a sucker,
For
you
sure.
know, and always pay your
Pay your debts.
debts and
Yeah.
take care of your business. Be a straight up type person, don't be lying and
That's right.
pretending and faking and doing all that
Capping.
old phony shit.
And never
He
sell
liked
what's
that.
under your
Never
nose
lie.
or under your clothes.
You know,
Yeah.
never lie. Just be a straight up person. That's what I try to exercise.
Mhm.
I don't like to do. I don't do no whole lot of lying unless it's to the police or the welfare back in the day and shit like that. But all that sitting up lying and boasting about nothing. Not only that, I don't like high siding type people. Who I this and that and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And
When
all
people
that.
pop their
Get
whole
cap.
collar.
They call it cap
You
now,
oughta-
right?
Huh?
They
You oughta
call it
just
cap
talk
now.
to me and know
That's
I'm,
cap.
about something.
Right, right.
I don't have to do a whole lot of extra.
Right. My
Right.
name precedes me, so
That's
it is-
right.
it is what it is.
Exactly.
Both of y'all. I would like
just
to be
like
where
you
y'all
said,
at one day.
This is how I did it
Yeah.
because none of my baby daddies ever gave me nothing.
Hold it, my daddy was something. He gave me Social Security, goddammit.
None of them
You shit
gave me nothing.
My daddy was 100 years old, nigga. He gave
I
me Social
raised
Security.
all my children and some of my
Shit.
brother's kids and some of my niggas' kids by myself.
Fun fact, my mom took the Social Security money and flipped it and, ball
Yeah.
till she fall with it every time, every month, like a boss. It was
It
crumbs
was just
compared
something
to what
I
she was
had to
working
do.
with.
Yeah. You get the bag and fumble it. I get the bag and triple and double it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did that. But you guys was outdoing us. We was buying, quarter keys, and y'all was buying 20 keys at a time. And that's what the books was saying. I don't know what y'all was doing. Truckloads of shit.
Well, we are getting ready to come to a close. It was good having you, Meek. We appreciate you coming. We want you back soon. Would you come back to us?
Most definitely.
Okay. Well,
And bring some single.
she just dying for a date. Then gonna be like, I'm busy.
No, wait a minute.
Oh,
now.
check me, bitch, cause
I'm not dying for no date.
tell me.
Don't do that.
Yeah. What you say?
I
Don't do
I ain't
me.
dying for no date.
Sister-in-law, don't do me.
Don't.
Oh man. My last question to you is, who put SAC on the map?
Young Meek, bitch.
That's right, you motherfuckers. So we're going to shout out. We're going to do our last shout outs. And I'm going to let Mommy go first. Who you want to shout out?
I want to shout out to J Diggs and Soul of a Gangster.
Chris Sardis.
I tell you like this, when you talk about who put SAC on the map, I tell you like this, I said in the verse, it's Young Meek, bitch. It's a nigga with chips made XRaided and that Mark Lynch.
And from that, bad intentions, you bitch. We're out of here.